god. It's literally like, why is it so fucking hard for me to just not, you know? Like, it's just another day. I mean, it's just another fucking day. It's just shitty going on like Facebook and seeing some of your friends like run around or like posting pictures of their costumes, and then you sit there and you think like, oh, no one wants to invite me to hang out. You know, it's really shitty because no one wants, like, you just sit there and, like, I mean, I get that it's another day, it's just, you know, whatever, but you sit there and you look at these little things and you sit there and you go, well, like, what about me? You know, you feel left out, you feel forgotten, you feel upset. It makes you think about all the things that probably don't even matter. Like, you're like, why doesn't anyone want to hang out with me? Oh, because you're a shitty person. You're probably a shitty person. You probably do like this, and you probably overthink, and you probably just make it fucking weird for everyone else. It's probably what it is, you know? And then you get on that thinking track where you're like, you just sit there, and you're pretty much like, well, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just gets worse and worse and worse, like, oh. And you're pretty much like, you know what, it's all my fault, because I suck. You know, it's kind of like, sometimes you sit there and you wish, you're like, I wish I wasn't like that freak in town, or the person that no one liked, and you sit there and you're like, I wish I wasn't so fucking strange, that no one, you know what I mean, like, that you just wish that people would want to talk to you more. You wish you could be like everyone else, like, so much more perfect and easier to interact with. Someone that people really actually want to be around. But you just can't, because you're just a fucking mess, you know, and you're not doing yourself any favors, and it just kind of comes back around, because it's like, you're like really fucking weird, and you can't help it for the most part. And people think you can. People think that you can change, and that you could just turn out to be suddenly likable, because people just look at you and they're like, oh my god, that person's such a freak. But if they didn't do that, they'd be better or some shit. It's like, you can't just be better. You can't just not be that weird person. You can't just not be a bit of a freak. You know, it's like kind of in your DNA, because it all like starts from like overthinking, or it starts from just your likes or your dislikes, and then your body and your mouth and your mind react a certain way, and you do a certain thing, you know, and it comes out, and then someone looks at that and goes, well, you should have chose better, or you should have done this better, or you should have just not done that, you know, and it's like, but you can't just not do it, because for some reason your mind started out, you know what I mean, like, I can't just not sit here and cry, because I end up overthinking about everything. And I mean, like, everything, you know, and I know I can sit there and like be like, you know what, no, it's okay. Like, send out happy vibes, send out fucking love and peace and all this shit, and just be glad that they're having fun, just be, you know, like, I can do that, but, and I know I can, but it doesn't come out that way. It just comes out in me crying, you know, and I know I could be positive on Facebook, but it just comes out with me sounding like a whiny bitch. And it's like, I know I could probably make someone fucking feel good, this, but it just doesn't come out that way. It just comes out me overthinking, over talking, over something, and it's just like, and I don't know what to do. I mean, I just ended up crying and sounding like a little bitch, but I'm really fucking upset, and there's not much else for me to do other than, like, talk about it, maybe? Because I sit there and I think about all the people that are having fun, who I know, who don't even, like, care about me. And maybe that's a little self-centered, maybe that's a little selfish, I mean, but you know, the thing is, in reality, if, and I think I've done it before, you know, is if someone's on my Facebook newsfeed and they're like, oh, I don't have anyone to hang out with, I'm actually fucking sad. I'd be like, yo, what are you doing? You know what, fuck it, let's go to a park. Like, hey, you don't know me, but whatever. Like, let's go fucking, I don't really do it anymore because, you know, everyone else seems to be fucking doing great with their lives. So, there's, like, not much there, you know, but it's just really upsetting to think, you know, if anyone else was in the same situation I'm in, I would actually help them, but then it's like, when it comes down to it, they sit there and they fucking act like it's not like an issue, so you're like, oh, obviously you didn't need help in the first place because you just wanted specific, like, those specific people to help you, not, like, you know, but I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know, honestly, I don't really care if some random person wanted to fucking talk to me and be like, hey, yo, like, let's go trick-or-treating, and I'd be like, damn, you're fucking awesome, let's do that, because that sounds like fun, you know, I'm not really, like, it's not wanting specific shit, it's just you're putting it out there as in, like, hey guys, I feel like shit, and you hope that someone goes, hey, you're not allowed to feel like shit, and it's really upsetting too when you see all your, like, friends, you see people you know, and they're having fun, and you're like, oh, I get it, like, you know, we're friends, but we're not that close, apparently. It's okay, you know, because you think, like, I know there's been times when me and my one friend, we were like having a sleepover or something, and then, like, the other friend, who we weren't, like, really great friends with, you know, like, we knew them to talk to them and, like, hang out once in a while, it was just kind of like, she was going through shit, so we were like, hey, why not, why don't you come hang out with us at our sleepover, like, why not, like, you know, like, it's just, like, things like that make me really sad to think that no one else wants to deal with me, because I really am a shitty person. Like, no one else wants me in their life, because I'm probably really negative. And it just makes me feel like crying even more, because it's like, no one actually cares. And I mean, everyone says that and shit, but it's like, this is like a realization that legitimately no one cares about you, because they care about themselves and, like, other people, which is really shitty. Like, yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, there are people out there where, like, at least give or take 4 people care about them. Maybe they don't realize it, but at least give or take 4 people care about them. And then it's like, there are some people, like, you know, like me, where you fucking sit there and you realize that literally no one wants you anywhere near them. Like, I think even my brothers are going out to do fun shit for Halloween. People that are, like, my friends are, going and doing fun shit for Halloween. And no one even wants to talk to me. So, it's fucking great. You know, every time shit like that happens, the one thing that rings around the back of my head is, like, you know, maybe living is not for everyone. But then I'm like, ugh, just a fucking mess. I'm fucking having a bad day.